everyone, Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So still in sunny Cyprus. Well, it's sunny today, but we had a couple of days of storms, really bad storms. The internet went off and everything. Lost electricity for a wee while, just a couple of hours. But when the thunderstorms come here, they last for a couple of days and they're quite loud, and the rain is it's really torrential. But it's calmed down, the sea's calmed down, and it's lovely. So today we're on the back to basics. So the last one was we're putting belly bands in the old journal. So we did 2 belly bands. I also did a belly band in this one. And did some little tickets. So today we're going to put some digital pockets in. So I've got one here. I have cut them out already just to make life easier. Now, because this is such a busy page, I thought I would go with kind of a clear, well, not clear, but kind of muted plainish pocket. So all I've done is I just cut it to size. That's actually going at the top, and then bent the sides over, folded them over. And what happens there, when you fold the sides over, it just gives you a little bit more room, a little bit more give in your pocket. Normally I would print this digital out on a thicker paper, probably a 120. Some of it is on a 120, but some of it's just on 100 GSM, which is probably about 40, I think. 40 in the US pounds, 40 or 50 pounds, I'm not quite sure. So that's why I've folded over this edge. I am going to put a thumb notch in it. I folded that without measuring it. I think I have made it, might be a little bit wonky, but hey ho. So what I'm going to do here is get my, in fact, what I'll do is I'll use some washi tape. You can use anything, and all I'm doing is I'm guessing where the middle is. If you want the exact middle, you just bring your 2 corners together and just nip the top like that, and then just place either your punch or whatever you're going to use. I'll use lids, glue stick lids, bottles, anything. Before I cut into that, I am going to stick it down. And I'm just using a glue stick. And let me cut this off first. I'm just cutting the corners, so I can stick this down. And then I'm just cutting around. I will speed some of this up where I'm cutting and sticking, otherwise it'll get boring for you. And that's not, oh no, it has, it's stuck. I thought it hadn't stuck. And then here, I'm just going to use this glue, and this is just art glitter glue that's been decanted. Oh, there we are. Been decanted into a smaller, and I'm just doing a thin, trying to get it as straight as possible. then I'll do this one again because this is probably dried. And we'll put this in on the page. I'm taking the page out to put this on. It's easier. And I'm not putting it right to the middle. I'm leaving it a little bit because obviously you want some, you don't want it to interfere with when you're closing your journal. Note to oneself, make sure your glue's okay before you start a video. Okay, so that's done. And normally I would ink round that, but I haven't. So there is an easy workaround. You can do the edges of your pocket, no problem. But when it comes to this bit, you can just put a little piece of paper in there, and just put it in. And there you are. And that's that inked. And as I say, I normally stitch pockets and things in, and I have managed to get a sewing machine. Now I do have some, this is part of the ephemera that comes with this. So I've cut some bits out. So I think we'll have, oh, here's the pink ones I want. In fact, what I'll do is I'll have those two. I am going to ink round these first because this, and then that way that just brings it into those colours. You can put clusters on, lace, anything you want. You don't have to keep it as sparse as I do. So I am using a glue stick, and I quite like these chevrons. I inked round that. Yeah, I think I did ink round it. There we are, and oh sorry, that's me. I've been painting on stones, painting roses on stones. When I get my paints out, that's it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I've got some Tracy labels here, Tracy Fox labels. I was at a craft group the other day, so I've got bits and pieces in envelopes because I was taking bits with me. So I've found a craft group here in Cyprus. Mainly they do sewing, but they do some interesting things. They were making cards with material, you know, bits of material, and sort of like laying them down in strips, and making sort of like scenery, you know, it looked like mountains and sky, and then sewing them, and they were putting them in cards. That was quite nice. So did some lovely things. Some of the ladies just come and sort of like redid their curtains, you know, and picked things. And do I want that there or do I want that? I think I'm going to have the red one. There we are, and I'll just do I want a bit of news, a bit of paper, book page, yeah, we'll have a bit of I always change my mind when and then I'll end up doing a cluster. So this is Greek writing. I know it's the right way up because some of the letters are the same as ours. And we'll put that there. No, I'm going to have to re-stick that, I think. There we are. Now my desk's a mess, but I love these Tracy Fox labels. I print them off 2 on a page, so you get some really tiny ones. They are a bit fiddly when you're cutting them out, but I quite like them. And if you like something, you don't mind. Now the other pocket I wanted to put on is a side pocket like that. Now I'm just going to take that off and trim it. And that's going in there. And I am going to put use that one. Just to put a thumb notch in. Again, I'm using the edge just to go down, just to give it a little bit of support. I do that with book pages and things. I like to use book pages as well. But I love these type of pockets in my journals because they're like, they make pockets, but they're also tuck spots, so you can put little books that you make or your envelopes that you make. And you can tuck them in, you can put postcards, photographs, anything. Now before I stick this in, I am going to do some stenciling. Because this is white page, I'm just going to see where that is. Oh yeah, plenty. And I think what I'll do is I'll use the, put that over there. Now what colour do I want it? Do I want some blues? Or do I want some, that's fossilised amber, so that's like a mustardy colour. We've got blue, we've got orange, and we've got a bit pink. So I think what we might do is use those 2 colours, or should I do, I think I might do all 3. I've got 1 for the abandoned coral. I've got that one for the blue, and I've got that one, actually, yeah, so that's what we'll do. So I don't need it on here, so it's mainly here that I need it. So we'll start with the abandoned coral. So, and it's a damask paper, stencil, sorry. You don't need a lot of ink on it, because I just want it sort of like subtle. I should maybe zinc it off first. Getting little deep bits. And then we'll try some of this. So these are just finger daubers. I'm just dabbing it off a bit. Even though I'm dabbing it off, it's still... That looks all right. And then we'll put that on there, and I'll take this one off. And obviously if I go over any of the blue, it'll go slightly green, so that's fine. And over the pink it'll go a little bit more orange. Try a little bit of blue up here, there should still be some. Yep, that's fine. And then, I mean, you can use anything. You can use, you know, felt tips if you just sort of like scribble them on and just mix a bit of water with them and use a sponge, just a sponge in. Just be careful when you're using digital papers, if they've been printed out inkjet, if the paper gets too wet, the print will smudge. If they've been laser printed, it will be all right, but just watch that you don't get your paper too wet. I'm just inking that up a little bit more. And then we're just going to I think I might be coming to the end of my, either that or there's a big plug in it that keeps coming down. I think it's a big plug actually. Yeah. So again, just a straight line. Not a wobbly donkey's leg like I do. And then just put that up, and what I will do is I will stitch that edge. I'll just stitch along there and along there. It probably will take some of the pocket away, but it'll stitch up that as well. So there we are. So we've got that one. Now while I've got the inks out, I am going to do this side. So that's that one, that's that one. So it kind of matches. And there is, so I think I'll stick, or should I do this one? I like this one as well. This is like the flourishes, but I think I want it more on this side. Yeah, and I think we'll do it the same colours, so I'm just so we'll have some pink up here. Whoops. It's the only thing with your stencils when using these, that's got like a little bit of it's catching. And then we'll go to blue. Then we'll go to the yellow. Back to the blue again. Whoops. And then we'll do a bit of pink, but I'm looking for my wee finger dauber, but I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, that was a bit silly. That's a bit orange now because I dabbed it in the wrong one. But never mind. And we'll try a bit of the yellow up here. So there we are. So it's not too bad. It's quite nice actually. I like mixing the colours. You never know what you're going to get. So we'll leave that one there. Now I have left a space there because one of the things I did have on that page was this. It is a belly band. However, I'm not going to use it as a belly band. I am going to just use it as a tag tuck. So what I'll do is I will ink here and here. And I'm just going to let it go over the page a bit because it is a bit longer than the page, which is fine. However, it doesn't matter if it sticks out at the top of the journal. I've just pulled that ribbon out, but never mind. And then we've got a tuck spot, and I will be able to stitch that bit down. I'll see what it's like. So there we have it. I have got some other pockets there that I've just cut out to put in. I am going to put some side pockets in on the two sides there. So we've got our belly band tuck that we can put. I'm giving you a wee sneak preview of a video that's coming up. Some little tag window pockets, and I've been learning to sketch mushrooms, so we've got that one in there, and again we'll put that one in there. So I hope you get something out of this. Again, back to basics. You know, we've got the two different types of journals. Some people prefer to use bits and pieces that they've recycled, you know, sort of like mail, old envelopes, stuff that they pick up from the junk shops. I love all that, but I also love my digitals too. But the one thing you can do is you can mix them. I mean, I could quite easily put some nice book pages in here, doilies. I probably will use an envelope, you know, to put in, as well as this. You can put some digitals in here. Now you might think that that's a digital. It's not. You'll have seen the video where we just splattered paint, and I will do a bit more of that. So again, hope you get something out of this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!